Google Pest Control Marketer. Grow your business like never before. Call 770-993-0004.
Hello, folks. This is Hal Coleman along with Mike Stewart, and we'd like to welcome you to yet another episode of the Pest Control Marketing Podcast and Pest Control Marketing Live, the only live streaming internet TV show that I know about or I've ever heard about that's totally dedicated to PCOs and WCOs, showing you how to get more new customers, grow your business, and make more deposits in the bank. Isn't that right, Mike?
Absolutely. You know, we have a saying that we say over and over again, but repetition is the way you learn. 1,000 little things make the difference. And so therefore we try to talk about all 1,000 of them as many times as possible to share the information and hopefully make a difference in your business. Because, you know, if you say you don't want to grow your business, this podcast ain't for you. But anybody that says they don't want to grow their business, I really question, well, what do you want to do? Maybe you need to go get a job. I don't know.
You know, there's some folks, Mike, that are one-man operators, two-man operators that have a very successful, lucrative business, very low overhead because they work out of their homes, and they don't want the hassles of dealing with employees, fleets, and they're doing quite well. They're storing money between the mattresses. It can be very lucrative to be a one-man operator. But the downside is you are the business, and if you break your leg or get the flu or whatever, you can't work. And when you can't work, you have no income. And so, you know, it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off. I've known some very happy, very contented, very successful one-man operators. So, and that's okay. If that's your goal, you've already reached it. So, but what we're here for is to help the people that want to add employees, they want to grow their revenues, build their business, and they're looking down the road at some point, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years down the road. They want to build a very valuable big business so that when they get ready to retire, somebody's going to write them a big 6-figure, maybe even a 7-figure check. So that's what's nice about growing your business. It takes a lot of extra work, planning. You have to go from being a PCO to becoming a business person, and you no longer get to go out and do the fun things like running a route, trapping raccoons and squirrels, whatever. Those are the fun things. But sooner or later, you've got to give that up and become a manager, a business person, and deal with employees and fleets and workman's comp and bigger office and all the stuff that goes with it. Now, but then again, you may be conducting your business at that point instead of up under a house or crawling around up in an attic. You may be conducting your business from a golf cart out on the golf course, or you may be conducting your business from a boat out on the lake, or you may be conducting your business from your cabin at your deer camp or whatever, because you have, excuse me. And let me just say, Mike, I've got a bad cold. And you listeners, if I just abruptly cough in the middle of a sentence, I can't help it. And you don't have to put on a mask if you hear me cough, because it's not going to be contagious over the podcast. Okay. Yeah, but anyway, we're dedicated to helping folks that want to grow the business. And so getting down to business, because we don't usually have much fluff on our shows. They're brief and to the point. What I want to talk about today is the concept of ABS, which is always be selling. Typically, Mike, what we do is and I know you've never actually been in the pest control business or run a pest control business. But your internet strategies, of course, apply to pest control businesses and everything else. But you have had pest control service before in the past from more than one company, so you'll understand what I mean. If somebody calls us out to do a termite quote, and we go out or an inspection and we find termites, I'll just use termites as an example. You know, here in the Southeast, it's a big thing. And we go out and we give them we do the inspection, we give them the estimate, and hopefully they're going to buy a termite treatment from us. Maybe it's an $1,179 termite treatment. And we sell them that treatment, and we feel very successful, and we do the treatment well, and we leave. Now we got a new termite customer. But really, a better way to do that, if you really want to grow your business, would be to approach it maybe like this. Mr. Customer, you're about to pay me $1,179 for this termite treatment. But before you do that, if you're into saving money, like I know everybody else seems to be these days, and I know like I am, I'd like to make you aware that if you would also like to include household pest control service with this termite treatment, so that we cover your home not only for termites, but roaches, ants, crickets, spiders, centipedes, millipedes, scorpions, rats, mice, etc., I'd be willing to give you a great discount on our annual pest control service plan, as well as a discount on this termite treatment today. And if you'd like to go ahead and include both of them, and at that point, you just make them an offer they can't refuse. And it's really called takeaway selling, where you really are taking away, you're just giving them enough information, good information, and you're making them such a great deal that they make the decision to buy from you. You don't really have to do much selling. You just have to make them an offer they can't refuse and provide a service that knocks them out. And so that everybody wins. You win because you got a new customer and you sold an additional service, and they win because you're saving them money, and hopefully you're treating them better than any of your competitors is going to treat them. So it's a win-win for everybody. And Mike, I just bought some vitamins off of the internet. I knew what I wanted to buy, and I researched it, and I said, well, I can go up here to the health food store and I can buy what I'm looking for. But why do that when I can just order it online from Amazon, and I can save some time, save some gasoline, and probably save some money too. So I pulled them up on the web. I found the product I wanted, and I purchased it. But after I clicked purchase, they weren't done with me yet.
No.
And so now they start making me other offers and better deals. And I was just, I came this close to buying the stuff, but I didn't, because I really just wanted that one thing. So I said no. It was very difficult to say no. I mean, my credit card was just bouncing around in my wallet, ready to come out of there and buy some more, because they were making me such great deals. But and I do this quite often. I've done it with golf products, hunting products, fishing products, and I study these things as you do. But those people understand that, as Dan Kennedy says, the best prediction of the future is future behavior is past behavior. So if you've just said yes to them once, it's predictable that if they make you other offers, you're going to say yes again. So, but we don't take advantage of that that strategy usually in the pest control and wildlife control industries. We focus on selling them that one product, and then we leave. And then if they call later and they need pest control, we'll go back to selling pest control. But being focused, always be selling means, okay, I have this sold. I have the termite treatment sold. That's in the bag. Or I have the hornet's nest sold. That's in the bag. They've given me the go ahead on that. They told me that they've hired me to trap the groundhogs. Bang, that's done. But how can I take this to another level and sell them into additional services that are going to benefit them and me too, by making them an offer they can't refuse, make them a great deal. Excuse me. You're already there. You've already have the trip charge covered, so you don't have to go back. So it's a great time. You're going to save money also. So, and anyway, they always be selling. You and I have bounced that term around in the past, and I know I can tell by looking at you that you're ready to jump in there and add some stuff to this conversation.
Well, it's funny you bring up the online supplements, and then all of a sudden you're given other offers. We talked about this years ago in internet marketing, and it's got several little labels that I've heard over the years: funnel sales and the McDonald's technique. And we used to talk about this on stage, that when you go into McDonald's or any fast food, and especially McDonald's University, Hamburger University, was one of the places they used to teach this. They'd say that when somebody is buying, that's the time to upsell. Okay, so always be selling and upsell are kind of synonymous. And they used to say when somebody's buying a hamburger and a milkshake or hamburger and a Coke at McDonald's, what were the people at the cash register trained to say? Would you like fries?
Fries with that.
Okay. See, and that because that person has got their money in their wallet or their credit card in their hand, and you can say, look, you can make that a meal and save a little money. So they'll go, well, yeah, I'll have some fries. Okay. So that they're in your funnel. And you know what's the next thing they're trained to say? Of course, this is why America's got so many obese people, because it works. What's the next thing they say? Can I supersize that for you?
Can I supersize it? Yeah.
Okay. What does that mean?
Like a fried pie today.
Yeah. Well, would you like a fried pie? So in other words, they're trained with the McDonald's technique that once you're in their funnel to keep making you offers, because just like at that website, you were so close. They knew you were buying something or you wouldn't have been there. So that's the tip of the funnel. And lots of people get people in funnels by doing free stuff. But getting somebody who's a potential buyer in your funnel is part about the always be selling concept. And if you can just remember that, just think about McDonald's, and if the employee was really trained well, they don't care which McDonald's burger you like. They are designed to upsell you when you're buying more stuff. Why do they have kids meals? Because the kids will drag the parents to McDonald's. Why are there playgrounds and a clown? Because they know the kids will drag them there to get them in the funnel. It's brilliant marketing techniques and psychologies that can translate to any business. So,
I ate a kid's meal at McDonald's the other day, and his mother got mad and chased me out of there.
Well, that's called theft. and you could get on a list that you don't want to get on. So, any rate, beyond that's what I'm hearing. I mean, a lot of people are not thinking that you should always be selling. But wasn't it with Glenn Ross, always be closing or something that
always be closing? Yeah. ABC.
Well, yeah, ABC. But the truth is, you're not going to close unless you start a sale. And the whole thing about always be selling is train everybody that's in contact with happy customers how you can give them better deals and upsell them. And what are the benefits of that? Happy customers, more revenue, and
It's a win-win.
it's win-win and growth. And so if all you do is fulfill an order and walk away, then you're an order taker. You're not a salesperson. So don't be an order taker. Be a salesperson. And a salesperson, you're doing a disservice to your customer by not bringing to their attention things that can make a difference in their home and their life. So, well, I am having some trouble with ants. You bring it to their, or my wife's all upset about the fact that, this spring we started seeing roaches in the kitchen, so then, you go, well, hey, I can solve that problem by you taking this really good offer today. So you're doing them a service. You're not intrigued, they're already spending money with you. That's the time to get more money when you provide them with more value. So.
And, I post on a lot of Facebook groups, pest control Facebook groups, not only in their PCOs, not only in the United States, but in the UK and Australia and Canada. And universally, if I post something about selling, for instance, I'll have people come back and say, yeah, that's just sleazy to try to sell people stuff. I hate that stuff. You're just a con artist. You're just a used car salesman if you try to sell people stuff like that. Well, those people, for some reason, hate salespeople. And those people don't have big businesses. They have small businesses, and they'll always have a small business because they don't understand that you never, ever, ever, ever sell somebody something that they don't need, or sell something to somebody that's not going to benefit them. But pest prevention is a benefit to anybody that lives in a home. And you can, just like tooth decay prevention is valuable. You don't wait to go to the dentist or brush your teeth when you have cavities. Prevention is the name of the game with a lot of things, and it certainly is with pest control. So selling somebody prevention is a great thing, and there's nothing sleazy about it. There's nothing unethical about it, except in the minds of the people who perceive selling as unethical. And it's a limiting factor in their world. They're never going to grow above that. And they're going to complain about all the big companies. And they think everybody in the world is a crook if they have any money in their pocket. So that's just simply not true. Those people are the naysayers, and they'll always be that way. And that's okay. But learning how to, if you're a small business owner, the most beneficial thing that you could ever do to help your business and help your career, hands down, is to learn how to sell and to teach your employees how to sell. Because you don't just do it face to face. You do it in written print. You do it in your ads, your marketing, on your website, your flyers, banners, business cards, networking groups. You'll always be selling. And it's the words in print, and it's just a woven fabric throughout your entire business, is always be selling. And don't miss opportunities to get a new customer and make them happy, make them so happy that they tell other people about you. Some people say, well, if you just take care of your customers, they'll take care of you. And that's true. But if you want a lot more customers to have to take care of, you've got to get out of that little box of just providing good customer service, and you have to learn how to advertise. You have to learn how to market. It's all selling. So you have to grow to another level if you want to take your business to another level.
Well, I'll tell you what, for the person who thinks selling is sleazy, unethical, and the poor car salesman gets a bad rap because of their techniques and their characteristic and their voices and their actions. But the truth is, if you don't explain the value of what you have, whether it be a product or a service, if you don't bring the value and explain to someone why what you have is worth the money and more, and why what you provide is better than your competition. And in other words, you're not selling, you're positioning yourself as the authority to solve a problem. And how is that sleazy? To somebody has a problem and you're just saying, well, let me share with you why I believe I'm the person to solve your problem. And I can solve your problem quickly, affordably, professionally, and I guarantee my work. Now, if that offends somebody, then so be it. Let them go.
I know.
But the truth is, I heard one time, and no one, and I mean no one, gets paid unless a sale happens.
That's right.
And so whoever that person who hates salesmen works for a company that has to have somebody selling their products to pay them a salary. And if those salespeople start failing and stop selling, what happens to that person that hates salespeople? They're out of work. They're fired. They're laid off. So, always be selling, always be providing value, always be looking for potential people who want to have their problem solved. Why would somebody use you? They're unhappy with who they have. They're new in town. They don't have anyone. They're a young couple that has just bought their first home because their parents used to take care of pest control. Now they got to take care of it for themselves. There's always going to be an influx of new business. So you have to prove yourself to these potential customers. You're either going to find somebody who's mad at who they have and want to find somebody new, or you're going to find somebody who's new to the area or new to home ownership because it's funny. I have people coming to my house, and I'll be honest. I rent my house for a lot of reasons. I don't want to own a house right now, and my landlord takes care of it. So that's why I'm not a customer. But I always tell the guy that had the bravity to come up and knock on the door and say, "Hello, I'm so-and-so with so-and-so pest control, and I'm servicing somebody that have." I said, "You know what? I'm glad that you're out selling and letting people know about your business. Even though I'm not a customer, kudos to you for doing the right thing." And they look at me like, "Well, that was nice." I'm getting used to being called a car salesman and the door slammed in my face.
Yeah, I know.
And that's one of the things that selling has a bad feeling about, is because people hate being rejected and they hate the they hate the rejection. So get over that, get over yourself. But I think we've talked about this enough. If you're not selling, you're not growing.
That's true. And if you're not listening to the Pest Control Marketing Podcast, you're missing out on some great free information, tips, strategies, and techniques that are proven to help you grow your business and make more money and get more new customers and retire with a better lifestyle. And with that, I'll say thank you for listening to this episode, and we'll see you next time.
Well, I'm also going to tell you a couple of phone numbers. Just remember, Hal and I love coaching businesses, and I'm just going to give out the phone numbers and we'll call it a day. But if you want to talk to Hal and get a free hour with Hal to look over your business and see how he can help you grow your business, because he's done it time and time again, just call 770-993-0004. That's 3 zeros and a 4. 770-993-0004. And if you want to talk about how you generate new leads using what I call the local big three, and you don't know what the local big three is, listen to this podcast or call me at 770-826-3662. That's 770-826-3662. And we'll see you next time. Hal Coleman has been active in the pest control industry for over 40 years, including owning and operating his own successful pest control business for 18 years. He now devotes his time to helping other PCOs and other WCOs double, triple, and even quadruple their businesses faster than they ever imagined. Be sure to check out his website, pestcontrolmarketer.com. For more information about Hal's coaching program, you can reach him at 770-993-0004 or email him hal@halcoleman.com. Mike Stewart is known as the Internet Audio and Video Guy. Since the birth of the Internet, Mike has been showing small business owners how to get more new customers, increase their sales, and grow their businesses online using audio and video, now with iPhones and Android phones. For more information about Mike's coaching program and his online training courses, visit MikeStewartCoaching.com or email him mike@internetaudioguy.com.
Google Pest Control, marketer, grow your business like never before. Call 770-993-0004.